Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. So, yeah, I've been a bit busy here between episodes, walking around picking up all these Ifrit shards and the Kagani stone. And also switched my armor and fixed it up. So yeah, we got some good armor now. And still looks good. So let's talk to Alpha Node here, see what he wants with us. Glad what I am to have arrived. I would remind you all that we are here or far from home, with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. Captain Caroline, I realized you pledged only to take us as far as Kagane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested in to know how you would go about reaching Offord, were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma. The captain makes a good point. It is like that Yugiri and the Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reason we were. They must have found a way to offer, assuming they are not still in the city. If we seek a passage, mayhap we should first seek out friends. Leave it to me, Alpha Node. Making friendly inquirers is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Captain Caroline, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in the large building just beyond the pier. Whether your journey have come to an end or are about to begin, the Shiokaze hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear Scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course, surely you did not think I travel halfway around the world and deliver you to your destination solely out of the kindness of our heart. Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the navigator watch over and keep you. Right then, to the hostelry. After you.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady. The signs of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugani and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kagane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kugani is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
All right. So, well, I don't know if you guys remember, but a while back, very early in this game, I picked up a book. And I'm trying to locate where it is right now. Actually, I didn't. Here it is, sightseeing log. I never actually picked it up. Huh. That's interesting. But what you do is when you have the sightseeing log, you can go to different spots and look out, and you will get like pictures and a small notable description of this place. And Kugani actually have one of the most hard to reach spots in the entire game for that purpose. I will talk to Hancock here right now, but after that I'm going to show you where it actually is and how to reach it. And you must be Joffrey Richardson, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. I definitely don't steal pants. I knew it. May I say what an honor and a privilege it is to make your acquaintance, good sir. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Seriously doubt that. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company office. Says. This begin your first visit to our fair city. I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way. If you would be so good as follow me. Alright, I'm not sure if you can actually see those things. No, I don't think you can, but on top of this lantern, there is one of those orbs that you're supposed to pick up. And quite literally, the only way to get to it, as you can see, you can't actually mount up or fly here. So you actually have to, let me back up a bit more. Yeah, you actually have to climb all the way up there and jump down and land on top of this to actually get to it. And yeah, let's just say it's quite hard. So you go up the bridge there, then you actually have to jump on top of these pillars up on the roof and continue all the way up. So yeah, if you decide to play this game, try it someday. Trust me, it's not easy. Everyone, if I could have your attention please. You are now standing in Tenkonto. Loosely translated, the name means Spirit of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deducted, makes reference to the Ifrit which stand over yonder. The sign is markedly different from those of Shalian, yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar. Will wonder never cease. Far Eastern Ifrit technologies have a long and storied tradition. I assure you, this particular example was constructed by the Oni Shishushu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. A tune if you like. Yeah, already done that. Ah, a ring, huh? Wonder, is it any better than the rings I have? Slightly better, maybe? Actually, it's not a ring, it's a bracelet. Determination, strength, and that one. Strength, critical, vitality, and tenacity. This one is actually better. Yeah. Beautiful it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the Aetheryte. Come, let us move along. The markets are next. Alright, and the market is down there. We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane. Kugane Dori. Crap. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Ingen word for gold. So in the prosperous port where golden fortune are made, lesser fortunes, or Kugane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh, kindred spirit. What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Hancock of the Eastern Aldnod Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master Caton, pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kugane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Caton of the Hakushi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manners of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean Gil are welcome here. I invite you to pursue our wares at your leisure. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, portables. Here you will find all of them and more. Alright, where to next? I got the feeling we don't need to walk that far. Ah, here he is. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the XIV, the district in which XIV, or foreigners, are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found? Including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Gallian cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations. After all, such spats begin strictly forbidden. The Sekisegumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation. To be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. Wow. What? Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are humorless. A humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in his cups dared lay a hand upon a Ingan aristocrat in front of Sekisegumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. Oh, I don't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourself, in the manner of the late Telegi Adalegi. Wow, that's some dark humor. Oh, how I amused myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Gallian consulate. Even I got a bit startled by that. This, as you may have surmised, is a consulate of you know who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniform not different from those you have seen in the West? were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. Strength, determination, vitality, and skill speed. So pick it up. So, well, let's do this. Equip and see if yeah, the game deems that one better. There is oh so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delight of the pleasure district. But you are doubtless still very from your long sea voyage. Let us retire to the company offices. And of course, I have to speak to them, right? That's the close enough, savage. Oh, you so wanna slap him. It's good to see fellow Eorzean. At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify, then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Auri Shinobi and the Rugadin Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map. We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I am told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Oh, that smile. It gives me goosebumps. Alright. What I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt. And we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamigan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Oh, a gift, huh? It would seem inefficient for us all to venture out together. in search of information on Yugiri and Gosetsu. Where Gosetsu's whereabouts? Agreed? Agreed. We need to cost out. We need to cast our net wider. Split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we to coordinate our efforts efficiently, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tatori. Tatori would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. LSA and I will take those in the southern district of the city, and two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yugiri and Gosetsu during our voyage. Holy crap! Whoa! You Stola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Looks like it's you and me, Geoffrey. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Alright. Whoa, Alphanode sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they are very... Well, see for yourself. Yeah, key items menu, okay. Yeah. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, you could make it living doing this. Oh, sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at Onsen? That was it. Alright, let's do it like this. Even though we actually do have it here, but I prefer to have it on the hotbar. Anyhow, I feel like this is a good place to call this an episode. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And if you enjoy my content, then feel free to hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell. Also, as I mentioned before, I have another Let's Play series going right now. It's completely pre-recorded, and all the episodes are up on YouTube if you wanna watch me play some Mass Effect 1. I'm going to upload Mass Effect 2 and 3 very soon, and yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy that Let's Play series too. Until next time, stay safe out there.